Good morning. Always nice to see you joining us for 3+U. I'm smiling a little bit bigger this morning because I just got shown up by our first guest. Evan Kennedy is here with Hometown Promotions. I'm not going to reveal to you what he did for me, actually. Millie Cheek is next to him. She is with the Crossroads Unity Church. When you come on the show, you become a friend, right, Evan?
Absolutely.
So thanks for the friendship. Good to see you both. So
good to see you.
I mentioned you're with Hometown Promotions. You have got the Unity Park down there in Ringgold. Yes. If you ever want to find a sense of community, Millie, you're going to find it in Ringgold, Georgia.
We do. I've been there my whole life, and it is a wonderful place to live and wonderful place to visit for others that come to our area.
So what this park is doing, and we're going to talk about this concert that's coming up at the end of June to help with it, but the park is an effort to make it a great place truly for everybody. The Unity Park will become the first of its kind, I think, in the country.
It still is. We still have not found another one like it. It is very unique in that it's important to provide parks for children with disabilities, but this one goes a step beyond that. And it is also going to give special emphasis to adults with disabilities so they can play on a playground with their children, so they can get involved and have areas to go to that they can watch their children play and be there when they come off the slide or things of that nature. But it's just a really really great opportunity, and we hope that with our park that we are fine to be the first, but we don't want to be the last. We want it to change the way people look at building parks, because the research that we found, this is so important for adults.
We've had conversations about this over the last couple of years, maybe even a little bit longer. So I think I'm remembering it correctly that one of the people instrumental in creating this has a family member who served.
Yes.
And was wounded, and so he couldn't then be there to play with his kids on the playground.
Exactly, and his name is Troy Dyer, and it's in memory of Troy Dyer, who was a Marine, and through the Vietnam War, in his second tour, he lost both of his legs. And whenever he came home, he just refused to let that hold him back. So they said that he would go down to the Children's Hospital and teach children how to do wheelies in their wheelchairs. I mean, he was just a great asset to our community. And so it's in memory of Troy, and it is in honor of all U.S. veterans.
So I'm sure that then makes your job quite easy, Evan, because you put on concerts in a beautiful way anyway. So this one coming up in June, what's it going to look like?
Well, it's an honor and a privilege just to be involved with this event. And let me just say this to any veterans that are watching, thank you for your service, but this event is coming up on June 24th, and we have got a star-studded lineup, seriously. It's everybody in this community, from Lowdown Revival, which is a traditional bluegrass group, Iron Horse, which is bluegrass with a classic rock spin. They cover songs, it's really unique and different. And of course, some of my favorites, Neon Moon. If you're a 90s country lover, you're going to want to come out and hear Neon Moon. And lastly, headlining the show is Ben Chapman. Ben has really taken off over these last couple of years. He's been on tour with Lainey Wilson from the show Yellowstone, if you've watched that show. But he is really on fire, and he's going to come out and do a great show. So it's just going to be a fun night.
Okay, now forgive me here, but are all of the acts, with the exception of Ben, do they all have a local tie?
I think they're all pretty much local. There may be one group that's not quite from the North Georgia area, but pretty much all of them are local. And they're all fantastic. So if you want to get your tickets, and don't wait, because I think it's going to sell out.
It's at the amphitheater, but there is still limited space even there.
Exactly.
I think it's interesting too, Millie, how long y'all have been dedicated to this. This is not some quick idea. This has been a pursuit of yours, and the City of Ringgold is behind it too.
Yes, absolutely. We're in partnership with the City of Ringgold. They will provide the property, and we have agreed to raise the money for the funding for the equipment from the ground up. And then it will belong to the City of Ringgold. They'll maintain it and take care of it for the rest of its life. But we have been working for 10 years, and it's been worth it. We lost 2 or 3 years with COVID, like everyone else, but we have a committee of 14 people, and their hearts are in it, along with mine, and we're going to keep moving until it's done.
Well, we would love to help you sell some concert tickets by you being here today. But if anybody's watching and they are hearing about this for the first time and they'd like to find a way to help you even a little bit more, could they?
They can go, yes, absolutely. We take donations, and we have our 501c3 now, so, and everything was tax deductible always because we work through the City of Ringgold, but now we've taken it one step beyond that. So all of the money that we raise will, of course, go towards the park. But through crossroadsunity.org is our website, and they can get all the information, crossroadsunity.org. They can get everything about the concert, about what our program consists of, and they can find a way to donate if they would like, and we would appreciate it.
It's got to be a little bit of a mixed blessing for you, Evan, to see your hometown. I mean, everything's happening down there in Ringgold, which is great, but you don't want the word to get out too much, do you?
Oh, I don't mind, and there's been some great plays at our high school down there too.
Oh, yeah?
I've happened to catch a few of those too.
Couple of those,
A lot
I've
of great
heard
stuff
about
happening in Ringgold. They're revamping the whole city, and this is kind of, I hope to see more events like this, and we're going to be involved with more things happening in our little city down there.
I'm sold. So here's where you're going to find out more. As you heard Millie say, the website is crossroadsunity.org. But the thing to do is get your tickets for that concert on June 24th. Go have a great night at the amphitheater, listen to some wonderful music, and know that you're going to be a part of the first of its kind in the country. But as Millie said, hopefully not the last. Thank you.
Thank you.
Technology has greatly changed the world we live in, mostly for the better. Unfortunately, though, we see the unintended consequences caused by cell phones on a daily basis. Far too often, people are being seriously injured and hurt because of negligent